Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of Today's Youth. And today you're glad to be joined here at the studio by Toqa Taher. She's a graduate of geophysics and she has a very special interest in nature. She will tell us more about her interest in mountain climbing and hiking and also a lot of other sports that she practices. Hello and welcome, Toqa.
Thank you, Naveen, for having me.
Toqa, you have a very special interest in mountain climbing, in hiking, in nature. Tell me more about this interest.
My interest in nature basically started when I was young, when I was 18 years old. I loved the fact of being in nature and outside the city life, communicating more with the real life. So I started digging more into nature and exploring more. I liked hiking very much because it made me spend more time in nature, and experiencing more of a lot of different things, to deal more with nature and to have more experience in how to deal with the real life instead of the city life.
Yeah. Well, Toqa will be digging more into your very special interest in nature and hiking, but I would like you to tell me more a bit of about your education. You graduated from petroleum geophysics, just graduated from Ain Shams University. Tell me more about this field. Why did you choose geophysics in specific? Is that because it's very much related to nature and the study of geology and so on?
Yes, geophysics is a rare science. Not very much. Not a lot of people know the field of geophysics. It's related to natural science. It's under the natural science field category. We study the underground or the subsurface of the earth without really touching it, and not like the geology studies. But we very much use sound waves and physics to get to know more about the Earth. And yes, it's kind of related to what I love doing and to nature, because we study nature more and we study geology, the rocks, different types of rocks, whether it's metamorphic or sedimentary or igneous rocks. So it gave me a lot of more knowledge in what I love, and incited me more to know about Egypt more, and to know about the hidden gems in Egypt.
Yes. Well, tell me more about the hidden gems in Egypt. How did you discover some of them so far?
Well, first basic things. I got to know that there are different geography in Egypt. Okay, so when I hike or when I choose a place to spend more time in it, I choose based on the geology or the geographic nature of Egypt. So one of my hidden gems are in Sinai. The geology there is very beautiful. Mostly the geology there, or the type of rocks there, is igneous rocks, and the igneous rocks are colorful. They are beautiful, and they have inside of it the I don't remember, quartz. Yes, the quartz. It's shiny and it makes the rocks glowing. So yeah, I like exploring more in South Sinai.
Yeah. Well, going back to your graduation and studying of petroleum geophysics, which is not a very easy major to study, are you planning any career in this field?
No, I'm not. I'm planning more to study and to continue my studies. Right now I'm planning to take a diploma in geology to continue to study based on what I love, since I love geology very much, and studying physics and astrophysics as a side.
Did you ever work since you graduated?
Yes, I worked in retail for 3 months, but I didn't like the routine, the life routine of the city, and it stopped me from doing what I love. It stopped me from traveling, from playing sports, from doing anything. Just I have to work and run in my life to achieve the working goals.
Right. Since a very young age, you started your love for nature and you started your adventure life. Tell me at what age and what were your first steps?
I started when I was 18 to travel and to climb mountains. My first mountain was Mount El Banat in Sinai. It was very easy, suitable for beginners, and it was adequate for me to experience something for the first time. I liked the idea and started to dig more into this field. Studied a lot, gained a lot of experience to what I have to wear, what I have to pack in my backpack. And after that, I traveled more and climbed a lot of mountains. Climbed almost 18 mountains in 2.5 years.
Right.
And I've known now to be I've been known to be the youngest Egyptian female to climb 18 mountains, and Shaib al-Banat was one of them. Shaib al-Banat is the hardest mountain in Egypt. It's in the Red Sea Mountains, between Hurghada and Safaga. So yeah, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. It is, yes, the hardest mountain in Egypt, but the climate or the circumstances there is really hard. But it's doable. Since I've done it and I'm the youngest female to do it, yeah, it's doable.
It's doable.
Yes.
Tell me, when did you start practicing sports in life? I mean, you started mountain climbing at the age of 18, but when did you start practicing sports?
Well, since a really young age, I think elementary school, my mother used to take me to the sporting club to try swimming. I tried basketball, tried a lot of stuff. And as a teenager, I tried speed skating, lately marathon running, horse riding, tennis, diving. So I've been trying a lot of stuff, but mainly doing a sport or something like mountain climbing needs the person to be fit enough,
yes,
or yeah, doing sports regularly. So I recommend people to start doing sports in their life. It's really not common in Egypt.
Yes, and at an early age, of course.
Of course, yes.
Right. What does it take to be a good mountain climber, in your opinion?
Well, from my opinion, I take the mental health to be number one, and to be mentally ready to do to take the decision to do so. So one must be mentally able, or mentally he's ready to do so, and after that he must do sports, he must practice regularly. So yeah, when someone is trying to or planning to climb a mountain, for example, next month, starting from today, he must be maybe running or walking long distances to practice more and to have a fun hike, or a fun hike to the mountain, not struggling all the way up.
Right. Toqa, tell me, who supported you in mountain climbing? I mean, was it your mom, your family, your friends? Who gave you the courage and support at the beginning?
Well, my number one fan is my mom.
Yeah.
She supports me very much. But also, I should say that my professors in my college were really supportive. They supported me from day one. And since it was a really not easy major, and it's well known that the professors in Ain Shams University are harsh and not easygoing, but trust me, they're not. They are very, very welcoming, and they supported me very much. They even were flexible with my schedules and exams. Sometimes I had a hike, or I had a marathon at the same time of a final exam or a midterm. So they postponed it, or they rescheduled it just for me. So they were all supportive.
Great, great to know. So, well, let's just go for a short break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Toqa, we were talking about your passion for hiking, of course, and you also told me that you started a non-profit hiking community, Let's Hike. Tell me more about it.
After experiencing a lot and gained, yes, a lot of experience, I wanted to share this knowledge with people. So I didn't like to do hikes or do like profited hikes like everyone else. I wanted to let people know that they can get out of the city life, and they can just go for a break into nature with less money, with the shared cost or for free. So I organized like weekly hikes in Cairo, Wadi Degla Protectorate, for free. Giving them lectures in how do they surviving skills, first aid, how the basic techniques of hiking, and started like to let them go outside of Cairo if it's possible, but sharing costs, since you have to pay money to travel, but with no profit for me. Yes, I have knowledge and I have to share it, but I don't want to share it for money. I just wanted to share it for the love of sharing it and for the love of giving nature for everyone. Nature is for free, and why do I have to take money for it?
So, and what are your plans and dreams for the future with regards to your passion? I mean, for hiking, for mountain climbing?
I'm not planning to hike the highest mountain in the world, but well, my dream might be different from everyone who's into the mountain field. I want to learn and experience more. I want to go for long hikes to gain experience from different cultures, different time zones, different climates, different circumstances, to be able to adapt more into nature and to live a healthy and adequate life for me.
Yeah.
And also I would like to share more knowledge, and this knowledge for everyone, with everyone, to let people know that they can go outside and they can skip the running in their lives, to get outside their comfort zone, and to live a healthy life. When someone is or hiking or between the mountains and between nature, their decisions are different. Their mental health is different. They can adapt more into whatever they want, and their needs are different. So they start prioritizing or changing their priorities.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you compare hiking and mountain climbing between Egypt and other countries around the world, in Europe, for example?
Well, it's pretty obvious since Egypt doesn't have a lot of forests or trees. Mainly when when we're in Egypt, we hike between rocks and only rocks. But in Europe, for example, the Black Forest in Germany, it's only about a forest, trees. The climate is different. Different, for sure, experience and different way of adapting to nature. But I cannot say that I've had enough from Egypt. I'm still learning more and still exploring more from Egypt.
Are you planning to go outside Egypt for hiking and mountain climbing?
Yes, of course. As I said, I would like to experience a lot of more from what I have learned in hiking, but I don't think I'm ready for now. Since it's really a hard experience to get to know, and my tank of holding the experiences is not ready to hold more from outside of Egypt.
Yeah. Well, Toqa, tell me, how do you plan for a climb? I mean, what are the things that you take with you? Do you go on your own? Do you go with other people? Do you go as a group?
Okay, so first thing that we have to do when we're hiking, to study the area, to study its geology, and to study the climate. I have to know the weather, whether it's raining or it's sunny, to know what I have to pack and to be ready for what I will see. Also, I should be knowing the trails, the hiking trails, and we usually go for maps. And there are, as everything else, technologies. So we use it, a map app. It doesn't go with signal, so we can use it offline. Also, sometimes I go alone for a solo hike, and sometimes, yes, we can create a group, small group, not a very large group. So we are like 4 or 5 only in the team, to help each other more. If it's a hard hike or a long hike, we should be a group. We shouldn't be alone, just in case something happened, an emergency or so. Not all of us have the first aid knowledge, so just for helping each other. So we need to be a group.
What are the tools that you take with you? And of course, I mean, do you take food or water? It's definitely water. What are the things that you take with you, the different items?
Okay, first thing first, the shoes, hiking shoes is the most important thing.
This is special shoes.
Yes,
for
special
this
shoes for
specifically.
hiking.
Yeah.
It's kind of sticky,
Yeah.
so we
It's
don't
not
slip
slippery.
in. Yes,
Yeah.
and specific socks and the layers of clothes. We start by wearing in the winter. We start by wearing thermals. Okay, it's a thin layer of pants and
Warming
it's a
thing.
set. Yes,
Yeah.
pants and top. And then we wear something polyester, not cotton.
Why not cotton?
Because it absorbs sweat and it will not make me comfortable while I'm hiking or while I'm sleeping. And in winter it will make me more cold.
Yeah.
If the normal weather is like 5 degrees Celsius and I'm wearing cotton and I got sweat in it,
You will feel the cold.
I will feel the cold more and
Yeah.
I'll feel like it's like -5,
Yeah.
not 5. So, also specific jackets. So we wear like fiber jackets and down jackets. It's really a light and not heavy to carry. So it's foldable also. We can fold it to be like that.
Yeah.
Also, we need torches, compass, specific backpack, not a normal school backpack.
Food and water?
Yes, water. Of course, food. We usually go for carbs and proteins
Yes.
to give us power and to make us energized. Energy bars and protein bars, tuna. Nuts is very important.
Why specifically nuts?
It gives us power.
It gives energy.
Yes, it gives energy.
Yeah. Any type, a specific type of
yes.
nuts or just?
Any type of nuts.
Okay.
We don't recommend milk.
Milk.
Yes.
Why?
Because sometimes it doesn't make us feel comfortable and hurts stomach a lot. So and water is very important, depending on the type of hike you're doing. So you can carry up to 3 liters of water per day. So if you're hiking 2 days, you have to carry 6 liters. Okay. And depending if you're gonna find water
source around.
A source, yes, around
on your way, on your path.
Exactly. It's gonna make it easier to carry water in your backpack. I think that's all.
Toqa, you definitely experienced a lot of obstacles. You passed through a lot of obstacles throughout your journey. How do you overcome obstacles and how far is your persistence and perseverance to achieve your goals?
Okay. Well, I've experienced a lot of obstacles and definitely I've learned from them. But what I have or what I usually put in mind that I have to adapt, okay? I have to solve it fast or move fast. And I don't have to panic. If I panicked, I will ruin everything. So experiencing a lot of obstacles made me calm in real life, in city life. It made me know how to deal with everything and to know and realize that everything else is just simple and we can solve everything. Just give it its space. So experiencing obstacles and being inside of a difficult situation in nature and in wild, since it's really hard and it's not in our dictionary, gave me power and courage to deal with life.
Right. Finally, Toqa, would you like to give a message to the youth from your place here?
Yes, I'd like to do that. I'd like to simply say that you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You have to learn and to see the world with your eye, not with the society's eyes.
Yes.
That's simply it.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much to Taher, mountain climber and hiker, and all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of today's Youth. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up here on Al Jazeera International.